Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Games from Almost a Full Color. Today's video is going to be about Wolong Fallen Dynasty. The demo actually just came out not too long ago, so I wanted to give you my first thoughts on the game, especially since I'm somebody who is really new to this genre of game. Like, I feel like this game pulls a lot from Neo, pulls a lot from Bloodborne and the Soul series, and those are all games that I've never played before. So I'm coming into this game completely new to just the whole aspect of these type of games. And to be honest, I actually thought it was really good, which makes me wonder if I had been missing out on not playing all those games. I'm sure a lot of people are probably screaming, yes, yes, you have. Okay, so the first thing I just want to touch on, like starting off, is hopefully this changes in the future, but I feel like this probably is a demo that a lot of people were looking forward to, and it just seems like Sony did a bad job of actually promoting it in their Play Store at all. Like, it took me a little while to figure out how to find the demo. I don't feel like, when a demo this caliber comes out that you should have to really go and use the search function just to find it. It should pop up on the latest tab. I'm not sure why it hasn't, but hopefully that get addressed in the future. So if you guys do want to play the demo, yes, you're going to have to search for it in the browse feature, and then you have to go and select Wolong Dynasty, hit the little three dots, and then you can download the demo and play the game. So once you start the game, you will have the opportunity to create your character. They do have a randomized character feature, but we couldn't actually use that in the demo. Some of the other things in the character creation is actually locked for the demo as well, so we couldn't actually use those things. But for it being a demo, I would say that what they do give us access to create our characters is actually really in depth. I had to go ahead and use the eyes to try to give myself the Renegade and the Shargan because I felt like those things would be needed since this game is supposed to be difficult. And you'll find out here shortly that those things didn't help me at all. But it was cool that you was actually able to create your character. Like I said, I haven't played the other games of this type, so if this is something that's just kind of par for the course for this genre, then hey, excuse me. But I thought it was really cool that you could actually make the character your own for this game. So after you create your character, they do give you an opportunity to jump into kind of a really small battle tutorial of how to kind of use your character, how to attack, how to defend, how to parry. All these things actually did help me because, like I said, I haven't played the game before or haven't played these type of games before, and it helped get me up to speed to kind of understand, what the game is going to ask of me when it comes to fighting enemies. And it just seems like there's a lot of my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, where you do a lot of evading, and if you get good, obviously you can parry these attacks to really do some crazy damage. I thought the gameplay where it comes to the battle system was really smooth. We were playing on the high frame rate mode, which should be targeting 60 FPS. I don't use the high resolution mode just because I'm not a 30 FPS guy. I'd rather play at 60 and sacrifice a little bit of prettiness, so to speak. I don't feel like you sacrifice much in this game. The game looked good to me. But yeah, I was happy that they did put in this tutorial for the demo to try to get people like myself up to speed on how to play the game and how to actually use all the attacks and weapons and magic that they give you. Now, once I jumped into the actual game and started playing, like, weirdly enough to me, I felt like I was doing really well, like really quickly, especially because I don't play these type of games. So it didn't seem overly difficult, and at first I thought, well, maybe this game isn't going to be as difficult as those other games I mentioned. And I was completely wrong about that because I don't know if they did this on purpose, but the demo definitely had a good way of kind of lulling you to sleep there to where you feel like, these enemy encounters are pretty easy. You can see here that they do give you like a little leveling system. Your fortitude, where you kind of level up just from killing enemies, and when you go and claim these little outpost type things, it locks that number where you're at, so that way when you die, you don't go backwards past that number. So if you're a level 3 and then you go die and you haven't claimed any outposts or any fortitude posts at that point, you will reset back to 0. But if you did claim one while you was level 3 and you got up to level 4, if you die, you can only go back to level 3. So I definitely had to make use of that later on when I started dying. But at the beginning, yes, I did feel like I was a complete badass and thought that I was going to be really good at this game. And yeah, that didn't hold up at all. And if any of you are wondering like where that reality check came into play, this was the first time I got my reality check that this game is going to be difficult. So I came up here and I thought, wow, there's a lot of stuff. And then all of a sudden this giant bird creature just jumps out of the sky at me. And first thing I see is his level, and I'm like, oh crap, he's level 20. And then he looks at me and he's like, yes, I'm level 20. And within about 5 seconds, I was completely dead. So that was my first death in the game, and it was the first time where I kind of took a step back and said, okay, like this isn't going to be easy, but it's still fun. So it wasn't like it was a crushing death to where I felt like I didn't want to play the game anymore, but it definitely was a reality check to where it was like, look, you're not just going to roll this game. You're not just going to walk through it. It's going to take time for you to at least either build up the level to be able to go toe to toe with this bird, or you're going to have to build up your skills to where you can still come in under leveled, but you are good at either parrying or just evading these attacks to where you can make up the level difference with your actual skill at the game. Honestly, I think that's probably one of the things that I enjoyed the most about the game, was that even though you do come across enemies that are higher level than you, your actual skill at the game can overcome that. Now, granted, you will take a lot more damage from these enemies, and you'll do a lot less damage to these enemies because of the level gap. But being able to actually overcome that with just skill at the game was really cool, and actually has me really looking forward to this game when it does finally release. It's definitely going to be a day one buy for me. Another thing that was just ridiculously killing me to the point to where I actually had to put the demo down for a while. I kept dying to this stupid saber-tooth tiger looking thing. No matter how I approached it, no matter what I did, this dude just closes ground on me and just really gave me a get good bro moment, because I couldn't evade him enough without getting overly exhausted to where my character would go into like a pause phase or whatever, where he's trying to catch his breath. And I couldn't block, I couldn't time the parry. So I definitely need to get good, for lack of a better word. But like I said, it was still fun, even though the game, especially this stupid tiger, was completely kicking my butt constantly. I definitely enjoyed the game, and it was super fun. I'm still playing it right now. I do want to actually get past this guy and hopefully maybe be able to beat the bird, but this game is actually only available to September 26th, I believe. So do have a limited bit of time with this one. I think it's only going to be out for about a week or so. So if you guys are interested, I suggest that you hurry up and jump on this so that you don't miss out on the demo, because I don't know when we're going to get another chance at it. Maybe they might release a demo later down the line as the game comes further along. As it says many times in this demo, that this is an early build of the game, so hopefully they might release demos as they polish the game further as they get closer to actual launch. But if not, like I said, this will be a day one buy. Really looking forward to this one, and was just blown away by how fun the game actually was, even though it definitely is difficult. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was just kind of a first thoughts about a game that a guy like me really has not played before, this genre of game. As always, thank you guys for supporting the channel, and all the support that you give me and the rest of the guys here on the channel. And that's going to be it. We'll have to catch you guys next time. Peace.